Well, hello there. Welcome back to the Bruce Wilson YouTube channel.
Yeah. Now we're here, the real Bruce Wilson right here. And we are leaving Old Time Country Buffet where we ate like pigs. You get it? And we are headed out now.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I've got my brother Aaron here with me today. We have got a John Deere 4040. It is a freaking hoss, a big tractor. But before we jump into trying to get this thing running while it's on the trailer, we're gonna roll the clip back to yesterday when I went to buy it. Today I'm headed to go buy a John Deere 4040, and at the same time, see, it will start. So it's currently monsooning here in Florida, so that's what you hear in the background. I'm headed to my Uncle Danny's house right now because that's where our gooseneck trailer is. Him and my dad own it together, so I'm borrowing that until I decide to buy my own trailer soon. It's a big Anderson 10-ton trailer, so I'm going to grab it now to go pick up the tractor. So here we are. I got my gooseneck back there, brand new. This will be the first thing we tow with it, the old Anderson trailer.
Coming downtown Sunday, pick up their medallions at the Hall of Fame. Sunday is Hall of Fame Induction Day for Brooks.
Made it Avon Park, guys. Almost there, 30 minutes. Guys, I'm down here in South Florida and there are orange trees everywhere, and a lot of you have been asking on my videos why the orange trees are no longer at Bo's house up where I live, about an hour and a half north. Up in our area and further north, they're subject to freezing cold weather, and when the orange trees freeze, they die. There are no coming back from them. So that's why you have grow pumps that keep water on them to keep them from freezing while it's cold outside. Also, the reason most of them are gone now is because a disease, I think it's called greening or something like that. Some of you guys might can correct me in the comments below, but a disease called greening, it basically wiped out all the orange trees in Florida nearly, because these right here are actually really, really small compared to what they used to be, you know, back in the 60s and 70s when the orange business was really, really big. The orange trees back then used to be 20 feet tall, and these are barely 10 feet tall. But we're about 25 minutes away from this tractor. We'll be out there shortly and hopefully get this thing started up. Bunch of brand new cabs out here, boy. Jeez. Brand new. Money, money. This is the kind of property we need. Right here. Dang, this is nice. Back here in the woods, this thing says, geez. There she is. Well, guys, we made it over here to the tractor, and this thing is a lot more. This thing is a lot worse shape than I thought it was. It has got crap everywhere. The seat's gone. It might have been a cab tractor at one point. I don't think so. I think it's just the type of roll bar these tractors had, but hopefully it's not froze up. I did make him an offer on it. We'll see if he decides to take it, because I don't really want to put too much money into this tractor if we're going to try to sell it, or I don't really know what I'm going to do with it yet. But it's got good tires on it. It's kind of a shame it was parked. Good tires front and rear. That one's full, but this one over here is flat. Ain't got no air in it. I think that one right there might be a little bit low. So we're gonna get the tires aired up, but before I do that, I'm gonna throw a hot battery in it and get my button right here and see if we can get it to turn over, make sure it's not locked up at least. There it is, guys. We got it all loaded up. The winch freaking fried up here. All the wires melted, but we did get it loaded up. Winch is shot. So I'm gonna try to get out of here. The ground is super sandy and soft, so it might get stuck, hopefully not, but this thing's a beast. Motor's locked up, but get back to shop. We're gonna see if we can yank her around the yard and get it broke loose. Well, and just like that, guys, we're stuck. I made the turn a little too sharp and just didn't like it. So he's going out here. There's he is with the truck right there. See if we can get pulled out. And just like that, boys and girls, we are out. Well, first things first, guys, we're gonna get these big freaking traction field tires aired up on this tractor. We bought it out of down in Sebring, Florida. It was in Sebring. So Central Florida, where there's nothing but really like beach sand and palmettos. So a lot of tractors from Central Florida have these big wide tires on them if they weren't running duals. So get these things aired up, get the front tires aired up, and the engine's actually locked up, but it's not locked up where it doesn't move. It moves a little bit, so it's probably got water in it, but we're bound and determined to get this thing running, right, Aaron?
Yeah.
Well, guys, instead of trying to deal with unbolting these bolts, because half of them were locked up, I just took the torch to them, as you've seen, and broke them loose. And then Aaron's gonna go get me that big pry bar, or actually I have to use a punch or something. We'll knock these babies loose, and this whole grill should fall right off, and then we can actually start working on our John Deere tractor that's ugly grill in front of it. Pull it, pull it.
Let's set it down.
Fuck me. Yep. All we're doing is pulling it. Well, guys, as you've seen where we just went and picked it up, this thing is freaking locked up. So, trying to get it broke loose, but the problem is I can't really find anywhere good to get on it. So I've got this battery, interstate, all charged up good. I've got a big pair of pliers right here, but when we bump it, it just moves. Well, maybe. It used to move. Hang on.
Do you want to take the channel locks off of there first?
No. That's all it does, guys. It's locked up. So, but it does barely move, so we know it's not. It froze up. It's just got water in it. Just gotta find a way to get a pipe wrench on there to help this thing turn over and force out whatever's in there. Water. There's no water and oil either, so it's such a pain in the rear. Maybe we'll pull this intake manifold off of it right quick, see if we can get it to empty out whatever's in there. I don't know. All right. So guys, I pulled the starter off of it to try to get in here and turn the motor. I can move it back and forth like a 1/4 inch, so it's got to have water in here. So we're gonna pull the intake manifold off of it. It's right here, super duper easy to get to, and look down in the cylinder. So on injectors and on the John Deere's, the injectors are a major pain to pull out. So we'll get this manifold off and maybe take the exhaust manifold off and see what it looks like. I think that bolt's permanently on the exhaust manifold here, and look. That don't look good. Heavy. It's got some kind of a pressure sensor hooked to it. I don't see any water in there. Of course, this is the intake. It would, if it was going to be anywhere, it'd probably be in the exhaust. So,
See if you can spin it over. No pressure holding it.
what are you talking about? No pressure. There's no pressure on the intake.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll try to take this fucking exhaust off. But it's going to be a 13. Or whatever size that's now. Ooh, wrong with it. Yep. Oh, it almost fell through. Yeah, that's a 13 or something now. They're all rusty. put your eye out. All right, guys, I got all the bolts out. A couple of them are stuck in sockets, but that's okay. Because these bolt heads are originally like 9/16 or 14mm, now 12mm. Socket fits over them, so I got the stack out of there. It's a handful. It should. Oh yeah. There's our issue. Look at all this shit that's down in those cylinders, Aaron. Holy crap.
Spin it over.
Yeah, there ain't no spinning over. They're full of water. I don't know if we're gonna get this baby running or not. You guys see how bad this is. Holy crap. I'm gonna get the air blower. Got it? Alright, blow these manifolds out, or exhaust ports out. Uh-oh, there's a gasket. We'll save those. Maybe we can reuse them. Whatever's left of them. This one is, so cylinder 5 is the one that's probably froze up. So what we're gonna do tonight is pour Marvel mystery oil in. Try to get that piston to break loose. Alright guys, so I think I've got as much stuff blown out of that cylinder as possible. But I think that thankfully, oh, number 5 is the only one, so I got all this blaster. I'm going to fill this baby up until it starts running at the top of it. And maybe let it sit for a couple hours or till tomorrow and see if we can get it to turn over. So what we're doing is down there where that valve is at, inside the cylinder head, the valve is open right now, and it let water get down in that cylinder. So we're gonna keep spraying this in there because the cylinder moves a little bit. I mean, it just barely. It's just got so much corrosion in there that it's not happy. A lot of people like to use stuff called Marvel mystery oil. And even I've done that with my father on some older equipment, but this is the big tractor, the big pistons in it, so we're gonna hope this solves our problem here. Well guys, that pretty much wraps up today. I think we're gonna leave this thing to sit overnight while we've got blaster in our number 5 exhaust port there, and we're gonna clean up our mess, and we're gonna pull the truck forward and try to roll this thing off the trailer safely with no brakes or anything like that. So I don't even know if I want to ride it down. I might not. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna try to put it in some kind of a gear. Maybe that'll slow it down. I don't know.
All right, it's going to roll. I'm trying to worry about stopping it. Just let it go.
I just want to try to get that maybe the engine brake.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Whee! Well, boys and girls, that's pretty much a wrap for today's video. I'm glad you guys were along for the ride on the purchase of our very first John Deere project tractor. I don't know if we're gonna sell it or what, but we're definitely gonna get it running. I've got it sitting out there in the back with the PB blaster. We might let it sit for a couple days, I don't know, but I did just get a phone call about 3 tractors we can be bought. 3 tractors that can be bought tonight, very, very cheap. They've been sitting for a while, but they're only parked because they didn't get used anymore. So we're going to go home. My little brother's got his birthday dinner tonight, and after that, me and him went hightail it over to Plant City to go buy these tractors. Well, it's a wrap for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the upload of our John Deere. Make sure you smash the like button, comment down below, and please be sure to tell my little brother Aaron happy freaking birthday. Today's his birthday, October 17th. And be watching for the next upload, guys, where we are headed to go buy this equipment tonight. It's a steal of a deal. You're not going to want to miss it. See y'all later. Peace out.